Hi, this is Sai Morton with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the forexpsummit.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexpsummit.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys, as usual let's take a look at the gold market. So you can see on the economical and the technical picture on the gold market is a bit quiet, has become quiet since the first track of the election is starting to fade gradually, so everything turned to normal action. Yesterday we have talked about the further downward continuation based on action that we saw. Actually, this combination of different factors. The first one is the sentiment analysis that we have based on storages of this PDR fund, and we said that even on that drop down, PDR storages haven't changed. It means that currently the position of the traders are still overloaded with the gold, and they just do not have any sufficient funds, additional funds that could trigger the new bull trend. And this in general stands in a row with our view on the long-term picture on the monthly chart that we expect the deep retracement. We have talked about it a couple of months already. It's approximately 1160 area we would like to see, so $100 more down from that level. So that's the long-term picture. In the short-term picture, guys, in general, the overall behavior, so that was gradual action, spike, mostly was reaction on the elections. You can see it was exhausted very fast, and even on this spike up from the pivot framework, as you can see, everything was just classical. So market has failed to pass through the combination of the fib level, overbought, and monthly pivot resistance. So pivot resistance 1 has held the upward action within the bear trend, and it means that this was the retracement. Mostly, guys, right now we see the major risk for the United States not in the political, not in the financial policy, not in the rate decision or something of that sort, but in the turmoil that have started in the social sphere. So right now you can see the mass protests are starting to appear in the United States, in the large towns, against the Trump presidency. And that, guys, actually, this is not the struggle for a political choice of the people. That's just neoconservators that stands beyond the Clinton, these power forces, big money, and the shadow government that was on the government, on the ruling the United States, ruling the global policy within the recent 10 years or even longer. Right now they has failed to get the power government legally. Now they are trying to take it illegally. So all these protests is not the people choice. This is just the paid protestings, and this, as Trump said about it, they are professional protesters. And just I will show you this proven. Take a look at the advertisement. Philadelphia Craigslist org job for stop Trump up to $150 per week, 15-18 week per hour. Hiring immediately. Call today, start tomorrow. This is drivers earn gas reimbursement. So as you can see, just the big forces that stand beyond the Clinton trying to shake situation inside United States. Don't join them. If you even have voted for Clinton currently, if you will join them, you will just hurt your country. This is how the civil war starts. They start from the small things. The same was in Ukraine in 2013. The mass protests have started from the external money that also was financed by the shadow government that stands beyond the Clinton. They also have sent the money to Ukraine, paying for these protestings, and you know what results this have brought. The same we saw in Egypt earlier in the all color revolutions that we see on the Middle East. So that was paid from the same valley, and now this valley is open for United States, is trying to rise the people trying to shake situation inside the country, and you should not join them. Because if you really like your country, you should respect the choice of your country. And this is not in favor. This will hurt your country if you will join these protestings, because you can see that it's just really this is not the people choice. The people stands not for their own political choice, but that is just, as you can see, the money, big money. And Trump said when he said his first speech after the voting, he said, "I do not know how long I will be the president." He said, maybe the 1 year, maybe 2 years. Why he have said that? Although the minimal term of the presidency is the 4 years. Why he has said that maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years? Because probably he knows something, and he probably has hinted on the possible candidate destiny. I will not be surprised if something will follow of that sort, because these people, I mean Clinton and his the forces that stand beyond her, they could do everything just to keep the government, to keep the power that they had previously. And you see right now what is going on in New York and the big towns and other towns. So this protesting, this is trying to shake the social situation. It's very dangerous, and it could lead to the very significant consequences. That's why we see currently major risk in the nearest months with this issue. So this will very important moment right now. Speaking on the short-term technical situation, well, guys, market has hit the daily oversold, and currently maybe some minor retracement could happen on the gold market, but in general, in the long-term perspective, we expect the downward continuation, because overall action that we saw here and what we see in the sentiment analysis, what we saw and see right now on the high time frames, suggest that the existing bear trend is still valid. On the hourly chart, you can see the market has broken through the trend line that we have discussed yesterday and has broken this minor 618 support 1277. Even wasn't able to form the normal right shoulders, just minor retracement has happened. On the hourly chart, you could see that the level that we have specified yesterday has been reached, and market has turned down immediately. So you can see minor butterfly. I will show you, just move this triangle out. If I will able to do this, of course. It's not really simple. Right, you can see this minor butterfly has been completed. It's 1618. Market has hit the confluence resistance and dropped further. Right now, as you can see, this larger butterfly is almost completed, and that's why we think that minor retracement after that could happen. Just market could dive slightly lower to the 1248 area to complete this butterfly. This combination of the butterfly and daily oversold could lead to a bit minor bounce here. Besides this, as you can see, strong support. There's confidence support, previous lows. Here we have the price slightly lower than the market stands right now. This weekly pivot, monthly pivot support one. That's why this current of the really tough week, guys, and hardly investors will turn to some really very strong activity. Probably they will bit rest, take the rest in this important week that has happened. That's why we do not expect that today we see really big action. So that's been said, completion of this butterfly is probably a result of the current week. Probably some minor bounce here could start.